And this is a news catch-up for over the last week. These will normally be midweek, but I'm putting up early this week. I'll start with the Ultimate Fighter episode 7 recap. Dominic Cruz's fighter Vince Pichel submitted Faber's John Kofa in the sudden victory round on the 7th episode of the first ever Ultimate Fighter Live. In round 1, Kofa had some success in landing punches. He was working his angles very well. He kept a good distance also. Pichel landed a counter uppercut and landed a decent combination right before the end of the round. It wasn't enough to win him the round though, but knowing MMA judges, I wouldn't have been surprised. Round 2 came and Kofa landed a punch and it dropped Pichel early on in the round, but he recovered quickly and then answered with a very good combination that looked to have rocked Kofa. Kofa tried for the takedown, but Pichel surprisingly took him down with a pretty cool slam and finished the round in north-south position, which seems to have won him the round. The judges decided for a sudden victory round. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's an added round to decide the winner if each of them won a round each. They both came out looking for the finish, which was good. Pichel got the takedown, ended up in side control and caught Kofa in an arm triangle, which tapped him out in 44 seconds of the sudden death round. It was announced a while ago that Fedor would be fighting in June, but the opponent wasn't announced. It's now been revealed he'll be fighting Pedro Rizzo, who hasn't fought for 2 years. The fight is going to take place in Russia on June the 21st. It's the only fight announced of the card so far. A while ago there was a comment that Fedor made that suggested he would be fighting in the UFC soon. His quote was, "At the moment, the strongest and most respected MMA organisation is situated in America. It's the UFC. Therefore, I have to go to the US in order to face the strongest opponent." So much for that, I suppose. Chael Sonnen held a Q&A this week. If you're a huge Sonnen fan, I'm sure you would have enjoyed it. I'll put the link to it below. But if you're a realist, I'm sure you can see the humour but not actually believe everything he says. It's funny how he mocks the whole of Brazil and all of their fighters when, to my knowledge, he's fought 4 Brazilians and lost to every single one of them. It's Renato Sobral, Paulo Filho, Demian Maia and obviously Anderson Silva. And also, all of those fights were lost by submission. So for someone who claims to be the best who's ever lived, maybe he should invest in some jiu-jitsu classes and practice his defense. Don't get me wrong, I find him mildly amusing, but sometimes you need to look at the facts as opposed to listen to what they say. And the big announcement of the week is that, of course, everyone knows Overeem failed his drug test with elevated testosterone. His replacement has been chosen. It isn't Mark Hunt, like lots of people hope for, but it's Frank Mir, which many can argue deserves to fight more for his win streak in the fighters he's beat. I'm not sure what Cain Velasquez is going to do now he has no opponent. We'll have to wait and see. It's a shame because so many people are looking forward to Overeem and Santos having a stand-up war. But if Overeem cheated, he doesn't really deserve to fight. Hopefully he doesn't get a lengthy ban and can be back and fight soon. As we've seen in other cases, breaking rules is pretty much okay if you're a big enough draw. So even though it isn't very fair, I hope he fights as soon as possible against a top guy and has a decent fight. This was my first news video. This is my second overall video. What I'll do is release a news video each week for people that can't quite keep up with it all, an analyst video for each UFC event and a few other organisations, and maybe a random video here and there. I haven't quite decided yet. So yeah, drop a comment on what you'll think of it. Subscribe to keep up with all the videos and like this video if you enjoyed it. And also, I got a new mic because obviously in my last video there was a massive whining noise in the background. This one is pretty rubbish as well, to be honest, so it looks like I'm going to have to go buy another one, a more expensive one. So yeah, the next video should be of a better quality.